On the tone. This is Stock D main events. Keep it clean, guys. Still long race, 5 minutes long. Richard Lim out in front.
Orlando, body tuck.
Richard with a 15.5. Alvin Ma running in that second spot in that blue and yellow car. Then you got Kuda all the way up into the third spot already. He's got Bill Lynn with him and Brian Wright in the fifth spot. Leaders coming out of the carousel right now, that pink and white car of Richard Lim. Alvin Ma running in that second spot, about a second and a half back. Kuda on the prowl. That purple car closing in on Alvin Ma. We've got 1 minute down and 4 minutes still to go. Alvin comes by, 15.4. Kuda, 15.1. Got 1 second back right now as they're coming through the center chicane. Your leader, that white and pink car. Second spot is the blue and yellow car of Alvin Ma. Right behind him is that all-purple Red Bull paint job of Kuda. Right behind him is that factory white paint scheme of Bill Lynn in fourth. Oh, Alvin Ma rolls over right here, coming into the center straightaway. That gives second spot up into Kuda now. Kuda up into second spot. He's got Bill Lynn right behind him. Alvin Ma tucks back into the fourth spot. He's got Brian Wright with him as well as they're coming around to the carousel. The blue car with the pink windows. That is fifth spot, thank you. Here they come across the line one more time. Kuda in second, 15.8. Bill Lynn with a 15.6. Bill goes on the inside, coming off the back straightaway. Can't quite stick it. Kuda hangs on to second. Bill drops back to third. Then Alvin Ma traction rolls again right here in front. That gives the fourth spot up to Brian Wright now. Alvin Ma drops back to fifth. Brian Harris in sixth. Scott Radawan in seventh. Oh, Bill Lynn traction rolls coming into that center straightaway. That's going to drop him back into the fifth spot. Your leader still, Richard Lim, that white, pink, and blue car out here by himself. He's got the all-purple car of Kuda in second. Both those guys looking to bump up into the C main event. In the third spot now is Brian Wright. Brian starting to close that gap on Kuda. Going to be a battle for that second spot through the front, the center chicane right now. That all-purple car of Kuda hanging on to that spot. Right behind him is that white, blue, and yellow car of Brian Wright. Second and third coming around the carousel right now with 3 minutes down and 2 minutes still to go. Brian Wright looks on the inside. Kuda slams that door shut. Here they come across the start-finish line now. Kuda comes by with a 15.6. Brian Wright with a 15.5. Your leader in the center front chicane right now, but your battle is for that final transfer position. Leader coming up, thank you guys. Brian Wright goes on the inside, takes over that second spot from Kuda as they come down onto the back straightaway. Brian Wright up into second, Kuda in third. Kuda having a little handling issues right now, trying to keep them wheels on the ground. Brian Wright starting to pull away just a bit. Your leader on the back straightaway into the carousel, Richard Lim. Brian Wright about 2 seconds back. Then you got about a second and a half back to Kuda in the third spot. Bill Lynn running in fourth. Alvin Ma in fifth. Brian Harris in sixth. We've got 4 minutes down and 1 minute left on the clock. Fourth place car, Bill Lynn, having a problem, losing his battery. Your leader coming across the stripe one more time, Richard Lim with a 15.8, Brian Wright with a 15.9. Top two cars separated by about a second and a half. In the third spot is Kuda in that all-purple car. He's about 2 seconds behind Brian Wright. 30 seconds left on the master clock. Your leader in the front chicane right now, that pink, white, and blue car of Richard Lim. Brian Wright starting to close that gap a bit with 20 seconds to go. Top two cars should get by for one more lap. Kuda spins out coming out of that carousel. That's going to cost him getting that last lap in. Top two cars going to go by for a victory lap. We're closing in on time. That is time, drivers. Kuda, you're done. Everybody else, finish the lap you're on. Richard and Brian, you guys are on a victory lap. Top two cars going to be bumping up into that C main event.